Hello, 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 everybody. Get in here. Y'all get in here. Y'all get in here. 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 Oh my goodness. It's been a while, you guys. Let me fix this. I'm trying to fix some stuff. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to get it together. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. How y'all doing? That's better. I see it better. Click my comments. How y'all doing on this happy Wednesday? I know I am super late, but it's okay. I had some other things going on today. I was supposed to be on at 12 noon um, to talk about. Actually, I'm really late. I was supposed to do this last week, but I didn't get a chance to. Duty calls. Anyway, so I'm here now. 4 o'clock. Get in here. Get in here. Y'all get in here. Get in here. Hurry up. Get in here. I'm going to give people a few minutes before I start. We're going to talk about logos. I was supposed to do it last week, but I didn't get a chance to. But I'm here. And we're going to talk a little bit about logos. We did, we talked about your DBA, right? Starting a business. This is all about starting businesses, starting new lives, because, we're opening up the city slowly. And, things are going to be different and new, whether you want to recognize it or not. Some people will be able to go back to their jobs. Some people will not. But at any rate, we want to be ready, right? So, hey, Boss Chef, thanks for joining. We want to be ready to get back out there and reinvent ourselves either way. So we talked a little bit about a couple weeks ago. If y'all haven't seen that, go back through the timeline somewhere and find that one. We talked about starting your own business, filing your DBA. And then we talked about filing the EIN. And so today we've started our businesses. We filed our DBA. And y'all don't know, doing business as, that's a DBA. Get in here. Y'all get in here. And then EIN is your employee identification number. That's basically for those of you who are going to have employees and things of that nature. Today, we're talking about logo and branding. So that is very important when we're talking about logos, because what is a logo? It's a symbol or a combination of symbols and words and letters and text and images, basically, that describes what your company does or what you believe in or what you stand for. It's basically your first impression. And so we all know how first impressions are very important. First impressions are important because it's kind of how people remember you, right? So you want your logo to be the characteristics of the logo. We want it to be simple. We want it to be memorable. And I'm looking back and forth because I'm on a couple of platforms here. So I got a couple of things going. So y'all bear with me. I wanted to include the Instagram family on this as well. And so it's already streaming live through Facebook and YouTube. So anyway, I think I got all the grounds covered. Y'all get in here. Anyway, so yes, the logo is your first impression. So you definitely want that to be something that's memorable, something simple. Logo should be simple, not all convoluted. And you want it to be kind of versatile. And so, in other words, when I say that, I mean, don't just make it relevant for today. Something that can be interchangeable and grow with your business. So that's very important when you're thinking about logos. Usually the concept, a good logo will have a concept or a meaning behind it. Yeah, usually. Not always, but usually. Okay, so now we have 7 types of logos. Let's talk about those. I'm going to talk about the types of logos. The first type I want to talk about is the monogram logo. The monogram logo usually is, well, it is comprised of letters, just letters. When you think of monogram letters, those are letters. Monograms and letters go together. Those are, when you think of that, you think of something like IBM, CNN, HBO. Those are monogram logos, just letters, usually big letters. And also, when you're doing that, your logo, the font of your logo is very important as well. You want to make sure the font is readable and just nice and clean and crisp. Okay. All right. So the next logo we're going to talk about. Hi, Yasmin. Thanks for joining us. Get in here, y'all. Get in here. We're talking about logos today and branding. So the next logo I'm going to talk about is a word mark logo, which basically is the word, right? If you're naming of your business is going to be a word. When you think of a word mark logo, you think of like Visa, Coca-Cola, Google. Those are words, right? One single word logos. And so that's called a word mark logo. The next one is pictorial or brand logo. So that's just what it says, pictorial, a picture or a brand, right? When you think of that, you're thinking Apple. It's just an apple, right? No wording, just an apple. Twitter, right? The bird, no words, just a Twitter. When you something recognizable, when you see a pictorial or a brand mark logo, it's just the picture and it says everything. Hey, cousin. Thanks for joining. We're talking about logos today in our business, creating our businesses. The thing about the pictorial or the brand logo, that can get tricky if you're new, right? Because just say you want to be icicle, and you put up a popsicle. Who is icicle, right? Apple, is a major conglomerate, but sometimes they was new, I guess, too. So, but that's just what you want to keep in mind when you're talking about pictorial branding. Is when you knew it could be tricky for your business. All right, the next logo we're talking about abstract. Abstract logos are basically just what it says, something that's abstract. It's a picture that's abstract, right? So when you think of that, like the Pepsi sign, it's a circle with some different colors, or like the Chase logo, the Chase sign. Those are considered abstract logos. If you just have a picture like mine for Family Hand is an abstract logo. I have like a little it's supposed to resemble hands, but it's a bar. It's an open bar with a house inside. So that would be considered an abstract logo. That's what I have for Family Hands. Then you have the mascot logo. When you think of a mascot, it's like the Kool-Aid has Kool-Aid, the jug guy, the picture of the man that's a Kool-Aid jug. So that's considered a mascot logo. Or like if you do Lacoste with the alligator, right? That could be considered a mascot as well. The next type is a combo logo. That's a combination of words and letters or pictures and variations of such. So when you think of those, you have like Burger King. You got Burger King written through it. the middle of a hamburger, right? Burger King. And then Lacoste, you have the alligator with the word Lacoste on the bottom. So that's a combination logo. The next one is emblem logos. When you think emblem, that's like Starbucks. You have the NFL, where they have NFL with the football in there and the stars and stripes. Harley Davidson is also an emblem logo. So those are the 7 types of logo. I can go over it one more time. We have monograms, which is just the letters, IBM, CNN, word mark logos, which are words, which is Visa, Coca-Cola, Google. The pictorial brand, you got Apple or Twitter. The abstract logo is something like a Pepsi sign, or even, what's the other one? I was thinking of it. I wear it all the time. Adidas with the flower, right? So that's an abstract logo. You have the mascot, which is an alligator for Lacoste, or the Kool-Aid guy for the Kool-Aid brand. The combination logo is words and pictures, or letters and words, or abstract and words, just a combination of all of that. But you still want to keep it simple. You think Burger King or Lacoste with the alligator and the word Lacoste at the bottom. And the last one is the emblem logo, where you have Starbucks or Harley Davidson. Those are emblems. Those are usually used in colleges and churches, the emblem logos. So what don't you want to do when you're choosing your logo? You do not want to choose too many colors. I'm sorry, notes. I'm reading you're taking notes, boss chef, and I had notes in my head when I saw that. You don't want to use too many colors in your logo. You don't want it to be too busy. The rule of thumb is 2, maybe 3 colors, but 2 is preferred. You don't want to use a font that's too difficult to read. And when you do, if you're going to do a combination, make sure to separate your font from your picture, your icon, because then it gets a little confusing or convoluted. And then last but not least, do not use clip art, because if you use clip art, almost leaning, if you use clip art is, can I join the call, please? Morris, yes, you can. You got something to say? Okay, hold on. Let me figure out how to do that. Don't use clip art, because clip art anybody can use clip art. So I don't know how to. Morris says, can I join the call? Like, I don't know how to do that. You're talking to somebody who's not that techie. You need to check. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure. You'd probably have to do it, because I'm using StreamYard. I'm not on Facebook, even though it's streaming on Facebook. I don't know how to do it from StreamYard. They haven't given us. Oh, let me see. Let me invite you. See if I can invite you. Then I would need your to invite you, though, I would need your email to send you the email link. So, yeah. I don't know how that's going to happen right now, because I don't have your. But if you have a comment, you can put it in chat. I'll post it up. If you have something that that can educate me or the viewers. I'm not an expert. I just give little tidbits that I know, or that I've researched or ran across. But yes, don't use clip art, guys, because clip art, again, it's accessible to anybody. And if you're going to start a business, you want to definitely invest a little bit. So invest a little money to create and personalize your logo. Yeah, that's all I have about logos. If anybody else, Morris, why don't you type your question or your comment in chat so that I can share with all of the viewers, or even for the people who watch it on the replay, it would still be useful. Whatever you have to say about the logos. So if anybody else have any questions, if not, I want to thank you guys for joining my little quick tutorial on logos. I'm going to call this Wise Up Wednesdays. I'm going to try to get some consistency here. This is what they say, you have to be consistent. So I'm going to do it on Wednesdays, little tidbits about businesses and everything related. I'm still trying to figure out a good time because I was supposed to do 12 o'clock today. That didn't work for me. Wise Up Wednesdays is when inspiration sparks expertise. So that's what we're going to call it, Wise Up Wednesdays. And so after each segment, we hope we're a little bit wiser about our businesses and how to go forth about it. All right, you guys, thank you for joining, and I'll see you next time on Wise Up Wednesday.